the floor, not wearing any shoes, right? Whatever else you want to be wearing at the time, it's okay, right? And you're covered with a sheet, right? And you can hear people walking around. You can hear from the other room some sobbing. And as you try to roll your eyes right or left to see what's going on, all you can see from under the sheet is some people's shoes. Okay, this was only a test. Had this been an actual emergency, it would have been much harder. Right? When a person realizes, excuse me, in the Sifas Haran, when a person realizes that this is actually going to happen to her, that things will change drastically. You won't have to worry about, catching the train or filling up the car with gas or making Shabbos, right, or anything else, right? You start to view life in a totally different perspective, right? The fact that somebody may owe you $100 and was a few months late paying it, and if they promised that they would pay it to you by next week, it's not so terrible, right? The fact that you can't get the printer working, all these sorts of things, right? What seems really important that you have to do takes on a different perspective when you realize there are other things going on, right? That my life is valuable, my life is critical, but these things in the overall scheme are not that crucial, right? We absolutely have to be honest in our business dealings. We have to pay people back, and people ought to pay us back on time, right? But the emphasis we place on things becomes a little different. Because if we realize that everything we deal with, right, our jobs, our homes, right, is all temporary, right, then we have a much more patient attitude and a much calmer attitude when we have to deal with the frustrations that come our way. Right. A person has to really, review and take this point in, right? That he's not going to be around forever, right? One of the songs that we sang before was "Mikimi me offer dol," right? Hashem has picked me up, David Melech said, from the offer, from the earth, from the lowest levels, when I was dull, when I was impoverished, right, and picked up for being a king, right? We're going to talk about offer, we're going to talk about the earth, right, and it's important, in a moment. Jews believe in life after death, right? But we have to find out, is there life before death? Right? Is this called living? Right? Is this called living? the Tzaddik, Moshe Cordovero, the Tzaddik L'Bracha, who was a contemporary of the Arizal, which is to say it goes back about 450 years ago in Tzfat. Right? And for those, the Ramak, the Moshe Cordovero is not quite as famous as the Arizal, so I just want to say what the Arizal said about Rav Moshe Cordovero. The Arizal said that the only reason that the Ramak died was because of the hate, the sin of Adam Arishon. The Ramak himself was flawless, and by right he should have kept on living. But there was a decree on mankind, and so he had to go. And the Ramak is buried right next, right at the feet of the Arizal in Tzfat. So the Ramak pointed out something that really most of us know, again on a subconscious level, because we block it out. We spend our lives and we buy things, we have possessions, but when it comes time to leave this world, all the possessions that we own are the first thing that we let go of. When they carry us out, the iPod stays home. Right? You don't have to worry about shutting off your cell phone when they carry you out. All those things, right? Your wardrobe, right? That's all left at home. And at the funeral, right? Family members come, friends come, right? And they all accompany us all the way. You know, the Chevra Kadisha, the burial society does its job. They lower us in. Everybody else goes home. Right? They're all going to go back. The family goes back, and the Shiva, friends will go back, and maybe they'll still remember you by the time they get back to the car. Right? They won't be back on the cell phone. Right? But you and I are going to be left there alone. And as Rav Nachman points out in a different sikha, in a different informal teaching, the move from this world to the grave is very painful, or potentially very painful, right? If a person is not prepared to move from the great wide world to the itty-bitty kever. Right? I was talking to someone about this the other night, that sometimes Hashem does things for us that we don't realize that He's really doing us a big favor. Right? And I'm referring specifically to the following. The person lives their whole life, and they move, and they go, and they're active, and they're busy, and they drive here, and they fly there, and they take a train somewhere else, and they go into the city. And then at a certain point in life, hopefully later than sooner, because we do want to live a long, healthy life, the person starts to slow down. Right? The person has been driving since they're 18 or since they're 20, and at 70, 75, they can't drive at night anymore. Right? And then they come to a point where they can't drive during the day anymore. Right? So the sphere, the circumference, of their range is lessened. So they can still walk around. They can walk down to the store in the corner. They can walk over to the mall. Right? Comes a point where the legs don't work the same way, the lungs, the heart. Right? Person needs a cane, takes longer to get places, the stairs are a lot steeper